In this world of rape, of femicide, of women's bodies being chopped up and butchered like a goat and thrown in a gunia and thrown in the dam. In this world where teenage girls get raped and the children whom they conceive, they are left to carry the burdens of raising those children by themselves for life. In this world where a woman can get beaten up by her husband and all of the community and the society tell her not to speak up about it, that you have strangulation marks on your neck, you wear a scarf, and you're supposed to hide it because as a woman you're the glory of your man. You have a black eye and you're lying that you fell down the stairs. And that's what society expects out of you. Hey, when you go to church, they teach you God hates divorce. Hey, it's like everything in this life is just working against women. It seems that way to us, okay? When we experience these types of pains, when you've gone through a miscarriage, for example, when your husband dies, for example, when you're having rebellious children, when a child dies, for example, in the Gen Z protests, many children died. Women carry this pain. And in the process of carrying these pains that women go through, we really try to make sense of it. And then this other voice of the feminist movements come in. And we are naturally drawn, even as Christian women, we are naturally drawn towards the feminist movement. Because the feminist movement on the surface seeks to empower women, to strengthen women, to comfort women, to encourage women, to uplift women. But all that is on the surface. The feminist movement is about loving yourself. That this world has refused to love you, that this world has showed you so much pain, and in the process of coping, love yourself. And so the feminist movement, unfortunately, where it may seem like it has good intentions, sometimes it takes it overboard towards something called toxic femininity. Now, toxic femininity is a whole other ball game, my friend. In toxic femininity, in order to prove that you love yourself, in order to prove that you are an empowered woman, dress half naked. Walk out in the street half naked. It is a sign of empowerment. If the men drink 20 bottles of beer, to prove that you are an empowered woman, go and take 20 bottles of beer, pay for it, drink, pesa nyangu. Take for yourself for holidays. Nothing wrong with going for holidays. But this self-love movement, it's combined with feminist movement, and it is so self-loving to the point of dishonoring one own self, to the point of in the process of proving that you are an empowered woman, you do things that are dishonoring to your own self, that are dishonoring towards God. If you are a Christian woman, you know exactly what I am saying. Where your girlfriends peer pressure you, that dress is too long, make it shorter, show your cleavage, CGO, let's go out, let's prove that even us, and and they really promote this lewd type of lifestyle as a sign of being empowered as a woman. They also encourage women to buy sex toys and to not ever depend or need a man at all. Just have your job, have your income, make your money, buy your sex toy, and be self. And they really preach this as something that is cherishable, as being an empowered woman. They also, to some extent, promote lesbianism. They do, and the thing they also do is that they don't teach you that your experiences are not a sign of truth. They tell you you've gone through heartbreak. Oh, man number 1 did this to you. Number 2 heartbroke you. Number 3 also heartbroke you. All men are animals. Men are dogs. Leave these men alone. And so they also push you towards a place where you want to live your life independently of men, and they look at this as a sign of being empowered. Now, if you are a believer of Jesus Christ and you fear God, you do know that you are not going to be willing to do these things in order to prove that you are an empowered woman. You're not going to be willing to dress half naked and to drink the beer. You're not willing to do all those things to prove that you are an empowered woman. But at the same time, the pain that pushed you towards this side is still there. The pain of being raped, the pain of being taken advantage of as a woman, the pain of this world, the way this world is, it still happens to Christian women, because Christian women also get raped. Christian women also get cut up with knives and butchered. They also get beaten by their husbands. And it's even worse for Christian women, because we have the church telling us that we're not supposed to be embarrassing our men, that you're not supposed to, just be quiet about it, never speak about it, and God hates divorce, so stay there, eat worms and die. And so you're left in that place of being stuck. But in all this conundrum, where is God's voice in all this? What is God's message in all this? Surely the creator of heaven and earth, who is omniscient, who knows all things, who knows our hearts, knows our minds, what is he saying about this condition? Okay, on one hand, we are carrying pain. In the earthly solution, this feminist movement is taking us to a way that makes us dishonor God, dishonor ourselves, and you don't want to be in that. So you're still stuck in that limbo. And so where is God's message for women in all this? And for me, in my seeking and my searching, I've come across this particular tool here. It's a study Bible for women. Oh, this is quite an amazing study Bible. It was written by women for women. The general editor is Dorothy Kelly Patterson. She is a professor of theology in women's studies at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in Texas. Okay. This is the Bible. First of all, this is the Bible. It's the word of God. But what they've done with this Bible is that along the Bible, the way the Bible was written is that the messages of God concerning women are hidden in the stories of women in the Bible. They're hidden, like the story of Ruth, the story of Naomi, the story of Esther. Even women who apparently seemed evil in God's sight, women like this Jezebel, women like Delilah. There are lessons that you can pick up from those women in the Bible. But those messages of God are hidden within the stories. The stories of how Tamar got raped, they are hidden within the stories. And so what happens with a study Bible? Study Bibles come with study notes. And different study Bibles have a different focus. For this one, it's focusing on women. I've been previously using this NIV Zondervan Study Bible because I've been coming from Christian cults. I've been trying to overcome the programming of Christian cults. And this study Bible focuses on the message of Jesus, the centrality of Christ in the gospel. And so I've been coming out of false gospels and coming to the true gospel. So this has been my go-to for that. But now for women, for the practical things for women, this is a powerful, powerful tool, okay? Study Bible for women. It's by Holman, one of my favorite publishers of Christian books. And let me just take you to page 1660 of this Bible and show you some of the things that this Bible helps us to answer. Because the truth is, as women, we have questions that we want answers for. Because of the things we've experienced in our lives, there are things that we want answers for. What is God's heart? What is God's mind on this topic? Let me give you an example. On page 1660, there's in the back there's a whole table of contents for small topics where there are small sermons in the Bible. Okay, so it shows you the topics and the pages where those topics are addressed. So on hard questions, some of the questions that this Bible will help you answer. For example, rape. Does God care about victims of rape? This Bible has the answers to that. Okay. Let's look at forgiveness. Can God forgive me for having an abortion or having an affair or, forgiveness? If you look at, there's another one here on widows. There's a topic here on widows. That's under biblical womanhood. Let's look at another one here. Depression. How should I handle discouragement and depression? How do we overcome spiritual depression? Divorce. Did God condone divorce? Is divorce okay for a follower of Jesus? Does male leadership lead to women abuse? Does submission lead to abuse? There's so many topics here. Does being sick or being disabled or suffering injury mean that God is punishing you? Did Paul hate women? How can I trust a God who has allowed such terrible things to happen to people? What if God doesn't give me a family of my own? Does the Bible really condemn homosexuality? Do infants go to heaven?